So Sean O'Malley just embarrassed Chito Vera for 5 rounds and made a mockery of him. Chito Vera had nothing on the feet whatsoever for Sean O'Malley. It was one of the most tough performances to watch from Chito Vera. And I'll be honest here, I called this. If you watched back the Chito Vera versus O'Malley, their first fight, you knew that O'Malley was better than Chito Vera. You saw him outstrike him for 2 rounds and then get perennial nerve kicked and went down from that. But overall, we know that O'Malley is way more talented. He has better footwork. He has more power. Overall, he is better than Chito Vera. And if you did your film review, if you did your homework for this, you knew that Chito Vera probably couldn't last on the feet with O'Malley. If you were picking Chito to win this fight, you were picking him to win by a KO in the first round or some sort of KO in the later rounds. And when you really analyze Chito Vera, he is a good bantamweight, but he's not a championship level fighter. And I hate to say that about him because he is a good fighter, but he's not this championship level guy. When you watch him fight Corey Sandhagen, he got out grappled and outstruck in that matchup. Chito Vera just lacks, not fundamentals, but he lacks just the dynamicness, if that's even a word, but he lacks that part of his game. And he just isn't this top level bantamweight that people think that he was. I don't think he was this next level guy who could beat a guy like Sean O'Malley. He couldn't beat Corey Sandhagen. I don't think he beats any top 3 bantamweight or top 5 bantamweight at this point. Chito's good. Like, he is good, but he's not next level. And I think you have to be next level to beat Sean O'Malley. And he just doesn't have that in his repertoire. And I'll even toot my own horn for a little bit. I called this fight almost to a T. I said that the first 3 rounds were going to be O'Malley pretty much schooling Vera. I said that he would be comfortably winning the first 3 rounds, and that's exactly what he did. But the 4th and 5th round, it would get iffy. And I was close. Like, the 4th round for Chito, he was having more success. He was landing some shots in the chin of O'Malley, but I still didn't give him that round, but it was getting pretty iffy. And I said it would get iffy in the 4th and 5th round, but the 5th round comes around and Chito gets cracked by a right hand. His eye is swollen up now, and he just can't get back into the fight. The 5th round is pretty much O'Malley tooling him up again, and I think almost finishing him at one point. So you know what? My prediction wasn't perfectly spot on, but I said O'Malley would win this fight 48-47, but he wins by 50-45, 50-44 on one scorecard. He was dominating Chito Vera throughout the entire 5-round fight. It was not even close, not even a contest. Sean O'Malley is he's really good, and I don't want to glaze him too much here, but he is a really fucking good bantamweight. He is one of the top bantamweights in the sport. He is one of the top fighters in the sport. His striking skill is on a different level, and compared to Chito, it's just not even close. And I know O'Malley has this sort of cringe personality. I know his whole wife situation is very, very weird and very, very uncomfortable, but when you look at him in the octagon, this guy knows how to fucking fight. He knows what he's doing. His coach, Tim Welch, is, I believe, the best coach in MMA. This might be a bad word to use, but his coach, Tim Welch, groomed him up from the start of his career and made him into a demon. His footwork was money all night. His straight left hand on an offbeat timing was money. His right hand, his front kicks were money. His body work was money in the first 3 rounds. Like, O'Malley had a perfect game plan to beat Chito Vera. He stayed safe the entire time besides, I think, one left hook to the body literally at the end of the fight. There was nothing Chito could do besides just take punches, and he got his ass beat. And it sucks, man. Chito couldn't do anything about it. He was getting pieced up so bad. We've never seen Chito Vera cut ever in his career. This guy was next level in terms of durability. He fought Corey Sandhagen. He's fought a bunch of tough guys who have power, and we've never seen Chito Vera get cut or even get rocked or even get hurt at any point in his career. And O'Malley pretty much broke that streak. It was weird. It was kind of off-putting to see Chito Vera have a huge cut. He survived one of the craziest knees that I've ever seen. I believe in the 2nd round, O'Malley sent the knee up the middle and it landed flush on Chito's chin, and it made the loudest sound that dude, it was a crack. It felt like watching a baseball player crack a home run. It was that loud. I don't know how Chito survived that. He is tough as nails. He is one of the most durable fighters in the UFC. He is the most durable fighter in the UFC, in my opinion. He took straight lefts off the chin constantly. He took flush right hands. He took so many flush shots from O'Malley. I think anybody else not named Chito Vera gets put down by that and gets KO'd. And dude, I don't know what to say, man. Like, it just is a crazy performance for O'Malley. He just solidified himself as maybe the best striker in the UFC. I know I'm glazing a lot. I know I am really tooting up his horn here. I know I'm really getting involved with glazing O'Malley, but I can't help it after this performance. This was one of the best performances of recent memory. Like, this felt like Volk versus Max 3. Like, he completely embarrassed Vera. And I hate to say it, man. I'm going to say it anyways. Marlon Vera had no business in there. Chito Vera did not deserve a title fight. The UFC knew what they were doing. They were giving O'Malley pretty much a chance to redeem his one loss in the UFC. They wanted him to have a cupcake win so that he could fight a better opponent. This was I hate to say it, man, but a free defense for O'Malley. And I'm not trying to shit on Chito Vera too much because I do like Chito Vera, but we knew that this fight was not really the fight to make for O'Malley. It was supposed to be Merab, maybe even a Corey Sandhagen, but no, they put Chito Vera in there so that O'Malley could get easy legacy. And that's what's so tough about it, that this probably shouldn't have been a title fight anyways. It should have been Merab, but Merab pretty much screwed himself by saying that Aljo could have it, and the UFC pretty much saw that and said, you know what, Merab, you don't want it, so Chito Vera gets it. That's what we want to happen. If not you, then it's going to be Marlon Vera, and that's what they did. And you know what? It is what it is. We got this fight. O'Malley redeemed his loss, I guess. He proved that it probably was a fluke and that he is better than Marlon Vera. And we knew this. If you did your homework, you knew this. Again, pretty much a 5-round classic for O'Malley. He looks better than ever. He looks good. I think he improved so much since he last fought Chito Vera that it's quite noticeable. But you know what? I still am kind of worried for O'Malley and his 5-round gas tank. Even though he went 5 hard rounds and he looked good in the process. Listen, the 4th round, he was breathing pretty heavy. He took some shots. And it seems like when O'Malley gets hit, he doesn't like it. Like, he is, I wouldn't call him like weak, but it seems like whenever he gets touched too much, he kind of breaks a little bit. O'Malley seems like he is a breakable fighter to me. And if he doesn't land that right hand in the 5th round, it might be an entire different story. And we might see Vera, make a little comeback and rally in the 5th round. And he might even, win that round for himself, or possibly even put down O'Malley. But again, you know what? O'Malley lands a good right hand, and that's not the story. It's more so about him dominating Chito Vera. So I can't really say too much about that. But after the fight, O'Malley calls out Ilia Topuria. No, we shouldn't do that. I think champions need at least 2 to 3 defenses of their belt. It has to make sense why you should move up. We just shouldn't put O'Malley versus Topuria for the sake of it because we want to see that matchup. No, I think O'Malley has to prove that the bantamweight division has no more contenders, and he needs to prove to us that he is the best bantamweight in the division. And once he clears out Merab, maybe even Sandhagen, then I see him moving up and fighting Topuria. But right now, there's still this question. You need to be the best in your division firmly. Clear out the division. Do what Volk did. Volk cleared out the entirety of the featherweight division before he moved up. Same thing with Israel Adesanya. He beat everybody at middleweight, then he moved up. O'Malley, you've beaten Vera. You have one defense on your resume. Clear Merab. Prove to everybody that you're better than Merab, because some people still think that Merab is the best bantamweight. So if you beat him, then there's probably more of a better reason for you to move up. There's more of a good argument for you to move up is what I mean to say. So if you clear him out, then there's pretty much no more argument about who's the best bantamweight right now. That's when I find it okay for you to move up. And so far, I don't believe that O'Malley has truly solidified himself as the best bantamweight. He needs to beat Merab or Sandhagen, possibly even both of them, before he can claim that he is the best bantamweight. So no, screw that entire moving up to fight Topuria. No, it's Merab. It should be Merab. But if they do make that fight, I don't hate it. Honestly, it'll be a huge fight. Topuria versus O'Malley would be an amazing fight. I don't know who wins that fight, but it will be a good one. But yeah, O'Malley wins by domination, 5-round clinic against Chito Vera. But I'm out of here, guys. Like, subscribe, bell icon for notifications. I'll see you later. Peace. Tired as hell.